You've been told your whole life to save money. Put a little aside from every paycheck. Watch it grow. It's the responsible thing to do, the path to financial security. But what if I told you this advice, while well-intentioned, is incomplete? What if saving your money, on its own, is a guaranteed way to never become truly wealthy? We live in a world of constant economic change. The value of your money today is not what it will be tomorrow. This isn't a theory. It's a certainty. The dollar, the euro, the pound, they all lose purchasing power over time. This silent thief is called inflation. Every year, the cash you've carefully tucked away in a savings account buys you a little less. Less food, less fuel, less freedom. Your savings are not growing, they're shrinking. A savings account isn't a growth engine, it's a leaky bucket. The interest rates offered by traditional banks rarely, if ever, outpace the real rate of inflation. You are, quite literally, paying for the illusion of safety. You're playing a game designed for you to lose slowly and silently. Saving is defense, but defense alone never wins the game. It only postpones the inevitable loss. You're simply managing a slow decline, not building a prosperous future. The wealthy understand this fundamental truth. They don't just save money. They deploy it. They put their capital to work. Think of money as an employee. If you leave it sitting idle in a bank account, it's doing nothing for you. It's on a permanent vacation while you continue to trade your time for a wage. The rich, however, make sure every dollar they have is working around the clock. They don't trade their time for money indefinitely. Instead, they use their money to buy back their time. This is the great divide between financial stagnation and financial freedom. Your salary is a tool, but it's a limited one. You only have so many hours in a day, so many years in a career. To build real wealth, you need an income source that doesn't depend on you showing up to work. You need your money to work for you. This is achieved by moving from a saver's mindset to an investor's mindset. It's about acquiring assets, things that generate income without your direct daily effort. The goal is to build a system where your money earns more money, creating a cycle of growth that compounds over time. This is the machinery of wealth creation. It's not about luck. It's about strategy. So, where do the wealthy put their money to work? They invest in assets. An asset is anything that has the potential to generate income or appreciate in value. This can take many forms. The stock market is a common one. By owning shares in successful companies, you own a piece of their profits and their growth. You become a part owner of businesses that are working to innovate, expand, and generate value every single day. Then there's real estate. A property can provide a steady stream of rental income month after month, while the property itself potentially increases in value over the long term. It's a tangible asset that can provide both cash flow and capital appreciation. Businesses are another powerful asset class. Whether you start your own or invest in private ventures, owning a business means owning a system designed to generate profit. The possibilities are vast, from bonds that pay regular interest to commodities that hedge against inflation. The key principle is the same across the board. Money must work. It must be actively participating in the economy, not sitting on the sidelines. An idle dollar is a wasted opportunity, a tool left to rust. An invested dollar is a seed planted for a future harvest. The fear of loss holds most people back. The market goes up, the market goes down. It's volatile. It feels risky. A savings account, by contrast, feels safe. The number on the screen doesn't drop, but this is a dangerous illusion. The safety you perceive is not real freedom. It is a cage built of low returns and diminishing purchasing power. The risk of not investing is far greater than the risk of investing intelligently. The risk of not investing is the certainty of your wealth eroding over time. It is the certainty of being dependent on a job until the day you can no longer work. True financial safety doesn't come from avoiding risk. It comes from understanding and managing it. It comes from education, diversification, and a long-term perspective. Every wealthy individual has endured market downturns. They understand that volatility is the price of admission for higher returns. They don't panic and sell. They see downturns as opportunities to acquire more assets at a lower price. They play the long game. Safety is not freedom. The pursuit of absolute safety leads to a life of financial mediocrity. Freedom lies on the other side of calculated risk. Consider the power of compound interest, what Einstein supposedly called the eighth wonder of the world. When you save, you earn a tiny amount of interest on your principal. When you invest, your returns can also generate their own returns. This creates a snowball effect. Over time, the growth becomes exponential. A small sum, invested wisely, can grow into a fortune over several decades. But this magic only works if you start. Time is your most valuable resource in the world of investing, more valuable than the initial capital itself. The longer your money has to work and compound, the more powerful the effect becomes. Every year you wait, you are not just losing potential returns. You are forfeiting the growth on those returns for all the years to come. The cost of inaction is staggering, yet invisible to most. People obsess over finding the perfect investment, the perfect time to start, but the secret is simply to begin. Start small, be consistent, and let time do the heavy lifting. The journey to wealth is not a sprint. It's a marathon powered by compounding. So let's redefine what it means to be financially responsible. Saving an emergency fund, typically 3 to 6 months of living expenses, is a crucial first step. That is your defense, your buffer against life's unexpected turns. It should be kept in a liquid, easily accessible account. But anything beyond that, any long-term savings should not be left to wither away in cash. That money needs a mission. It needs to be invested. This shift requires a change in your identity. Stop seeing yourself as just a saver. Become an owner, an investor, a capitalist in your own right. This isn't about greed. It's about creating a life of choice, a life where you are not a slave to a paycheck. It's about having the resources to support your family, pursue your passions, and make an impact on the world. Assets create freedom. They build a foundation that allows you to live life on your own terms, not the terms dictated by an employer or the economy. Wealth isn't about owning a private jet or a mansion, unless that's what you want. It's about sovereignty over your time in your life. The path isn't easy. It requires discipline, patience, and a commitment to continuous learning. You will make mistakes. There will be times of uncertainty. But the alternative is a path of quiet desperation, watching your hard-earned money slowly lose its value while you trade your precious time for survival. You've been playing defense your whole life. It's time to start playing offense. Build your emergency fund. Then, with every dollar you save beyond that, ask yourself one question. How can I put this money to work? How can I turn this dollar into an employee that works for me day and night? Start learning about different asset classes. Read books. Follow credible financial thinkers. Understand your own risk tolerance. Create a plan. A simple, automated plan to consistently move money from your bank account into income-producing assets is more powerful than any complex strategy you might try once and abandon. Consistency is the key. The system you build is what will set you free. Saving money will make you feel secure. But it is investing, putting your money to work in assets that grow, that will ultimately make you rich. The choice is yours. Remain a saver and watch your wealth decay, or become an investor and build a future of true freedom. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more insights into building real wealth.